What up, y'all? Right back at you, the Boss and the Sauce Show, with another ACC college football team to break down for this 2019 college football season. And next up is the Virginia Tech Hokies. Now, I know a few Virginia Tech Hokies fans, but I don't know no Wake Forest fans. But Virginia Tech coming back after a bad year last year, going 6-7. Also lost in the bowl game against Cincinnati. Now the coach, he's in that special spot. This is his fourth year right here. Out of his 3 years so far as coach of Virginia Tech, Justin Fuente has went 25-15 in his 3 years. So he has a winning record, and that's a good thing. Maybe he took a couple steps back last year, and he's trying to fix those things and move forward. Now, on offense, he returns 5. Defense, he returns 8. And on offense, he gets his quarterback, Ryan Willis, who's definitely acclimated into the system as a 6'4", 223 senior. And he gets a wide receiver in Damon Hazelton. Now, Damon Hazelton is a top wide receiver in the conference. And then he gets a tight end, a left tackle, and also a center. Always good to get a center in the middle of the line. You can do a lot of things with a center in the middle of the line. So, on the defense, they bring back a defensive end, senior, Gaines, 6'3", 235 pounds. Then they got the big boy defensive tackle, Jared Hewitt. He's 6'1", 282 pounds. And they also bring back a defensive end. And they have a linebacker, 2 cornerbacks, and 2 safeties, all coming back on the defense. Now, last year, on the ground was a problem. They gave up 210 yards per game, ranking 106, covering the run. This year, they go get a junior college transfer, Deshaun Crawford, and they bring him over out of Mississippi, and where he was over there averaging 38 tackles, including 15 for loss. Well, he had 38 tackles for the year. He included 15 of those for loss and 2.5 sacks in 2018. He's coming on over to try to fix that hole in the middle of the running game. So this Virginia Tech team, I highly like. What do you think about this team, BigRagoo?
Talk about Fuentes coming over. You know, he was the original coach, not the original coach, but he transferred over from Memphis, and they were hoping that, you know, when he got there within this third year, that they would have the big star player, you know, on the quarterback side or running back side. So the alumni, they're getting a little antsy. They don't have the marquee player, but they have a lot of, you know, roundabout local talent that, you know, they've been bringing in and whatnot. And then Bud Foster on the other side, he's synonymous with Virginia Tech ball. He was around in Frank Beamer's days. He's been there that long. But the thing that's not transferring over from Bud Foster's system, you know, he usually runs a lot of blitzes, a lot of calls on the defense where, you know, they're going to put a lot of pressure up the middle. And like you said, you know, there is some holes on the defensive side. So they have 11 starters coming back on defense, and you think they would kind of shore some things up, but maybe just the level of talent, even though they are picked as a top tier, you know, 1 or 2 team to compete for the championship on the coastal side, they're just not really. They're kind of underperforming as a defensive unit, and offensively speaking, they don't have the big stars. So they just do a lot of things, you know, nicely. Nothing like jumping off the charts to page. They just perform solid as a team. Not bad, not super starters, but really nice. A really nice look on the field. So I think they're probably going to win at least 8 games, maybe 9, and they'll be right there at the end. Probably play Virginia. Like I said, same thing about Virginia, going to match up with Virginia Tech at the end of the season. That's going to be the look that they're going to get. Ryan Willis is the quarterback coming back. He's a senior, so expect some senior leadership there. And like you say, you know, he's got some pieces up the middle on both sides and a wide receiver. Their key losses last year was a couple guys on the offensive line, defensive tackle, and a running back, which he was averaging like 5 yards a carry, Stephen People. So we'll see how some of these younger guys slide in at the running back position. They got a junior or 2 juniors. So they got some underclassmen that'll be around probably next year. Maybe they can build on that and kind of get some things going on offense and the production. Maybe put some numbers up that'll kind of put them over the top and win that extra game to get them in the championship game.
Well, the athletic director is definitely helping right here in the fourth year of Fuentes and scheduled a nice schedule for him. Now, this is excusable right here. Not like Clemson coming back as a champion, but this is excusable. They knew this would be this guy's fourth year, trying to give him the best opportunity to have a winning season. And here's how the schedule goes. They could go 4-0 easily. They opened against Boston College at Boston College, who they lost to at home last year, 21-31. So they're going to be playing in this game with a chip on their shoulder, and they could pull that one off. Then they see Old Dominion, Furman, and Duke. That's 4-0 right there. Then they're at Miami. They can take the L. Then they go see Rhode Island, North Carolina team that's playing down, and then they see Notre Dame. They can take that L. Then they go to Wake Forest. They play at Virginia Tech, and they play Pittsburgh, which they could or could not beat Pittsburgh. But then final game of the season, they play Virginia, who they beat last year, 34-31. Probably be the toughest game that they play all year. And being that Virginia's going to have a nice season and get about 8 or 9 wins, and I think Virginia Tech's going to get about 8 or 9 wins. I think the conference the conference game is going to come down to these two matching up right here. And I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I'm backing Virginia Tech as one of the most improved teams in the ACC. Any last words on this Virginia Tech squad?
Yeah, that's down to the schedule. I counted 8 maybe 9 W's. So that's going to be the key. Like you say, one more win, depending how they fare out with Virginia late in the season, and they beat Virginia, then it's they'll be representing the Coastal Division probably against Clemson. So you're probably looking at a Virginia Tech Clemson championship game.
I like the way that sound. And you heard this first right here on the Boston Sauce Show. Mark that down in your book right there. Championship game in the ACC, Clemson versus Virginia Tech. I like it. BigRagoo like it. And we're going to get out of here. Peace.